It has been a while, and clearly a couple things are a little different. Some more obvious than others. One of those things being is that I'm no longer in the United States, at least temporarily. I'm currently studying in the UK, as I'm sure might be somewhat understandable due to the cloud cover. Yeah, I don't know why, I just kind of got the urge to get out and do one of these things. It's been a while, obviously. There have been reasons for that. One specifically is that I got a little afraid, to be honest. After that first video got a ridiculous amount of views, I didn't feel ready. I got afraid, to be honest. And, fear can obviously hinder a lot of things. I was afraid of a couple of things. Number one was that I wasn't ready to have that kind of exposure. Before it happened, I was like, oh yeah, I want as much as possible, as soon as possible. But then afterward, I really started to think about, well, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best plan. And, another was, well, I was afraid to put my own thoughts and ideas out there, to be completely honest. That's not necessarily something that can be easily rectified in certain situations. It's a judgmental world. And if you put out an idea that people don't necessarily agree with, you can get a lot of backlash from it, and it can cause a lot of problems. So I was afraid of that, especially being, in the position I am where I'm still in college. I have yet to find a job or anything like that. So I really don't have any claim or stake in the world along those lines. But, and another part of it is, exactly what is happening now, which is, I'm walking past a bunch of people with a gigantic camera with a microphone stuck in my face, and it's kind of awkward in a way, especially when you've got a bunch of people like that. Maybe I'll take a detour up this way, because that's another thing I hate, is things that make me stick out anyway. How you doing? Trying to be. And that's the thing, is, when you do stuff like this, you're putting yourself out there in a sense that especially, it's a lot easier if you're just sitting in a room, something like that. But when you're walking around a town with a camera and a microphone in your face, you're drawing attention to yourself. Everybody's looking at you. They're thinking, who is this guy? What is he doing? Why the hell is he doing this? It only took me 3 minutes until I passed someone and I asked if I was a vlogger, and it's not necessarily a bad thing in any way, but I guess it's, it relates back to that fear of putting attention on myself when, I am still in many degrees afraid of making a wrong decision or making some mistake that will lead to a failure that I cannot correct. And I don't know, it's a big part of life, is getting used to the idea of putting yourself out there and making mistakes. And maybe I'm showing my age when I acknowledge the lack of comfort I have with that. But I figured, what the hell? Why not take a walk, stick a camera in my face today, and just do something I haven't done in a while that I feel like maybe I should. You know, that's a difficult part of being a kid in college, trying to study, trying to do things, this, that, and whatever, is you're in a weird limbo stage where whether you want to just get a job for yourself, make a good life for yourself, or you want to change the world or whatever, you still have 1, 2, 3 years left until you can actually do any of that. And it's just like it's like sitting on a diving block before a swimming race. You're just waiting for the bell to sound, or whatever sound that they would be using, and you're ready to go, but you can't yet. And it's kind of weird, because in one way you feel ready and you just want to go. There's a youthful impatience that you have, that you just want to make things happen for yourself. But then, like what happened to me last January, well, February-ish, you get to that point and you go, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, I'm not ready. I can't be doing this yet. This is too much, way too soon. And so it's the dichotomy, and I think it's really just about accepting the fact that you're never going to be prepared for anything, as much as you may try. And the longer you wait to be prepared for something, the longer you're just putting off starting. It's not about preparation and being prepared before it happens. It's about learning while it's happening and being able to adapt and move forward and learn to succeed under pressure and in environments that you're unfamiliar. I don't really know how this conversation got turned into another lecture. I tend to do that sometimes when I kind of just let loose. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird world. But yeah, I'm not making any commitments here. I'm not saying, I'll try and put out a video a week or whatever, because as far as I know, this could very easily be the last of me doing this. But I just felt like I needed to do something, because I feel like I haven't really done much in a while. I mean, that's not completely true. I've been doing schoolwork, and I started writing a book. Talking with some people about getting some other things going along those lines and such. But, sometimes you're sitting, in, whether it's your home or your apartment or your dorm or wherever it is you're living, and it's just another day sitting in front of a computer screen doing nothing. And you just get the feeling, it's like, I need to do something. And this is really all this was, is just, I need to do something. But yeah, I don't know whether this is more for me personally, or whether I'm actually gonna put this out or anything. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's been interesting. No trains by today. That's not true. There's trains all the time. Just not right now. Alright, well, I think I've rambled on enough for this one. My battery died right before I stumbled onto this little guy. Hang on. It's not easy to see him. There he is. Hello, friend. I'm gonna follow him, see where he goes. Could be fun.